Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing a new rumor that has been circulating around here about the upcoming Acolyte Disney Plus show. We're going to go ahead and break it all down for you guys from what we're hearing from this rumor, as well as what we're actually anticipating to see unfold here with the Acolyte show, with a bunch of other details, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be discussing all that right now. Before we do though, however, grab the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a read from CBR.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The news reports and rumors surrounding the Acolyte tease one star playing a Jedi and a Sith, a pair of twins actually, while another will play both versions of his own character. So of course, Star Wars loves to complicate its sibling dynamics, especially and the Acolyte here as well, and it's going to throw a bit of a new twist on that trope that Star Wars has kind of always been with ever since A New Hope, that kind of sibling or even twin idea and playthrough of what we've kind of always seen in a galaxy far, far away, and the Acolyte has its own little twist and spin on that. So, per comicbookmovie.com, scooper Daniel Richman had unveiled new rumors about two of the High Republic era show's characters, played by Amanda Steinberg and Manny Jacinto, specifically and for what their characters may actually have to do with, and how we're going to see their characters in the show. In the case of Amanda Steinberg, who is actually said to be the main show's lead, Daniel Richman claims that the Bodies star will play twins of Sith origin, who find both of themselves on opposite sides of the Acolyte's story, with one becoming a Jedi and another one following the path of the dark side. This is my first time hearing about this, and that sounds insanely cool actually. The Sith sibling will also reportedly be tasked with assassinating a Jedi played by Carrie Ann Moss, who specializes in winning battles without having to draw a lightsaber. Likewise, Daniel Richman also described Manny Jacinto's character's role as playing both versions of his own character, one as a good personality and one as a bad personality, though how he ties into that Jedi/Sith conflict remains a bit unclear. Like, it kind of sounds like almost he's describing kind of like a Green Goblin and Norman Osborn type of situation, or a Bruce Banner and Hulk kind of situation. I think maybe, you know, comparing it to Marvel, if you are a Marvel fan, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below, but in that kind of comparison, maybe the best way to take a look at that is like DID, with how we see the character of Moon Knight and how he has those split personalities essentially, is kind of what it sounds like to me, where one of those personalities is playing on a Jedi and the other one is taking on a Sith kind of persona essentially, which also sounds wickedly just complicated and very complex, and it's something that I really love, and it sounds so unique. Like, that's something I've never ever thought about, or of course quite obviously something that we've never seen in a galaxy far, far away. So to see that potential actually unfold within the Acolyte show, I think is so exciting to think about here overall. Though, however, don't get your hopes too high. These are all simple rumors. I will say though, however, Daniel Richman is a very reputable leaker and scooper in the industry, not just with Star Wars, but everything else, Marvel as well. So seeing that he's reporting on this, it makes it 10 times as likely that we would actually see this actually happen with that there as well. And then also, as I had also briefly touched on there, Amanda Steinberg playing two different characters, essentially playing a set of twins actually, is something that sounds so insanely just cool. Like, it's like full on, like kind of like Luke and Leia within the canon, or not much rather within the canon, but like within the original OT Star Wars trilogy. The Acolyte is a part of canon, not to confuse anybody though, however, and kind of like that full potential of Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa of what they might have ever been able to reach had the, you know, the Jedi Order have actually not fallen before the events of the original trilogy, and also this other idea of one of those twins, Luke or Leia, decided to go down the path of the dark side. Essentially seeing that and how that would unfold within the High Republic, I think it would be so insanely just cool to see how that would unfold and how Lucasfilm would decide to play onto those cards. So while these backstories and these character descriptions of course aren't officially like confirmed yet or revealed yet by Lucasfilm or by Star Wars themselves, of course, and I don't think that they will be until the actual show itself is streaming on Disney Plus, of course, or maybe they give us something of more details in the official trailer, which is anticipated to come out around April of this year. I'll have another video discussing that in more detail and in more depth here on the channel. It's all the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. These claims do align with some of those scenes that the Acolyte Star Wars Celebration teaser did actually reveal, and that teaser at Star Wars Celebration was exclusively shown at Star Wars Celebration. All I can say on that is that that teaser may or may not be here on YouTube as a leaked video. Anyway, which that teaser does include a Force martial arts duel between Amanda Steinberg's character and Carrie-Anne Moss's characters. Other fight scenes, according to co-star Charlie Barnett, will borrow some of that choreography inspired from the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn's battle against Darth Maul, but with more tangible physical moves that we saw in that fight. As badass as it is, there's a lot more grounded work that goes into our stunt training and our stunt performances. The Acolyte's character names also remain a mystery for now, with two exceptions being a Wookiee Jedi Master under the name of Kalnaka and another character under the name, and I'm going to try heavily to not mispronounce this, so my apologies, Mirilan Jedi Versata Rao. So my apologies if I mispronounce that. That's a big one right there. So one of the show stars, the Acolyte of the Acolyte, Charlie Barnett, actually revealed some things about some of the battle scenes and some of that choreography of how that pulls inspiration from the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon's battle or duel in the Phantom Menace movie between Darth Maul and those characters, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, there as well, which is very interesting to hear about because we haven't really seen or heard many reveals from any of the cast members all that much for the Acolyte revealing things or really teasing things all that much. I do hope and anticipate for that to pick up a little bit more as we get closer to the actual show's release date, presumably around June of this year. But seeing how it would have callbacks to other parts of the Star Wars franchise, I think is something that a lot of Star Wars fans, just little details like that, absolutely adore. Overall here, very interesting and new reveals and teases here for the Acolyte, and we're all looking forward to it here on the channel. Of course, we'll be discussing and covering that as we get closer to it, as we do with all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, grab that subscribe button today and join us here on the channel, guys. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.